Shalom, shalom, akiyam. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. I would also like to give a double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. I would also like to say peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, starting with the 144,000 men of Israel, which consists of the servants, the prophets, whom have been ordained since the foundations of this earth to sing this new song, which comes in the form of this gospel, which would be preached throughout all four corners of this earth and rest upon the ears of the innumerable multitude, men, women, and children of Israel, who may be scattered throughout all four corners of this earth. It's just Bayan back again through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And I just wanted to get into a brief lesson, speaking on, this constant back and forth, that we've had, with our arch enemy, Evil E, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, since the beginning of time, man. Okay? Really, when you go as far as back as, Cain and Abel, man. Okay? Understanding that Cain, being that wicked seed, okay, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, stems from. And how we know that is because when a mark was placed upon him, okay, which was in the form of leprosy, right? That's the same mark that Esau bear when he was born. You see? And ultimately, when you take a glance into history, Esau, okay, wanted to delete Jacob, man. You see? You had Amalek, the first nation to attack us on our way out of Egypt, which Amalek is the chief house, okay? It's the chief house of Esau, okay? Which comes in the form of those nickel hats, right? You had Esau wouldn't let us pass through, I believe it was King's Road, if I'm not mistaken. When we were on our journeys, he made it hard for us to travel. He didn't allow us to go through a portion of his land. You see? Ultimately, when you go into the time of Moses, there was a war that we had with Amalek. What is it? The war, it was at Rephidim, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it's Exodus 17. When Moses, when his hands were up, we were winning, but when his hands would come down, we would start losing that war against Amalek. But ultimately, we prevailed. With Joshua, pretty much defeating Amalek through the leadership of Joshua at the time. And through the Spirit, I wanted to go into that because it tells you the last precept in Exodus 17, I believe it is. Through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Bashmi Ashah. Let's start here. Let's go through the book of Exodus real quick. Bear with me. And I say all that to say this. That's why it's no coincidence, man. Okay, that, these damn demons, okay, still have their crosshairs locked on Israel, man. Which consists of us so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the true Israelites. It's no coincidence why they're campaigning, to do us harm, man. You see? And it's through their laws, man, through their decrees. I mean, we're all aware of that, that anti-Sem awareness bill. What do you think that's about? That's in efforts to ultimately cause mischief, okay, upon us so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, starting with the servants, the prophets, all right, trickling on down to you believers, man, okay, of this gospel. All right, this is the book of Exodus chapter 17. Let me see. I want to go to the point, but let me see here. Now, you know what? Let's start at verse 13 to build up to it. This is the book of Exodus chapter 17. Chapter 17 and verse 13. It reads, "And Joshua discomfited Amalek and his people with the edge of the sword." And another point I want to mention. You even have the time of King Saul. Okay? Yahweh put a hit on Amalek through King Saul, man. You see? Just showing you the history, of our contrary, relationship. You see? And again, being here now in the present time, there's no coincidence why this man, okay, wants to do us harm. You see? But just like in the days of old, he's going to fail again. And this time he's going to fail horribly this time. But anyways, and the Lord said unto Moses, write this for a memorial in a book and rehearse it in the ears, Salakia, and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua, for I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. And this is a stance, okay, that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai came with through a vision he had given upon what's his name, Ba'alam. He had given Ba'alam a vision, and what he echoed this. He echoed that upon that vision he seen. Okay, he went into what he said. He mentioned how. Matter of fact, bear with me. Let me go get that real quick. Let me go down to the point here. Right here. I'm gonna go straight to the point. Right? This is Ba'alam's his vision. He had fallen into a trance, and this is what he had saw. Right? Check this out. And when he looked on Amalek, again, Amalek being the chief house of Esau, okay, which come in the form of these international banking families, man. Okay, these nickel heads. Right? And when he looked on Amalek, he took up a parable. See? Check it out. And said, Amalek was the first of the nations. And he was the first of the nations in two ways. Again, I mentioned it earlier in the beginning of this lesson. He was the first nation to attack us on our way out of Egypt. Okay? He was the first nation to attack us. He was attacking us from the. It tells us that in Deuteronomy. He was attacking us. He was attacking the feeble, right? The old, the young, the injured, at the tail end of the pack. You see? And ultimately, he was also the first nation to have a global dominion, which proves that they're Esau, because only Jacob and Esau were given that totality of a rulership. You see, all these other nations only ruled certain sections of the earth, man. You see, no other nation had a global reign. Okay, controlling the airspace. Okay, Esau's in control of all that, man, because he's Esau. Because the so-called white man is Esau, man. See, the so-called white man has control of all that at this present time, because he's in his blessing. You can read about in Genesis 27, man, when Jacob and Esau were blessed by Isaac, which Isaac was Yahweh Shai, if you can receive it. You see that? That's how he was the first of the nations. Okay? Continuing on, check this out. But his latter end, see that? But his latter end, which right now we're in his latter end. We're in the latter times. You see? We're in the end of the end, the latter of the latter time, man. You see? Check it out. Shall be that he perish forever. See that? Which goes right into Obadiah 1:18. You see? The house of Esau is going to be for stubble, ultimately. You see that? So when we go back, I just want to make that point. So when we go back to Exodus 17, and verse 14 again, it reads, and the Lord Yahweh said unto Moses, write this for a memorial, right, in a book, and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua. For I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. See, now this makes more sense. You see, and we're coming into the time of his visitation now. Okay, which they're going to be visited with fire and brimstone, man. Just like how the Lord visited Sodom and Gomorrah. Check this out. But even worse, it's going to be even worse this time. Because this is going to come in the form of the day of doom. You see? Continuing on. And Moses built an altar and called the name of it Jehovah Nisi. Which, when you get this word real quick, bear with me. I have it up already in the blue letter to the Spirit. And when you get this word,
Strong's H 3071. Jehovah Nissi. Jehovah Nissi.
Now they say it means Jehovah is my banner, which we know Jehovah is really Yahweh. You see that? Yahweh, okay, is my banner. You see, and ultimately Yahweh is our stronghold. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Okay, he's how we win wars, man. See? And it comes through obedience, us being obedient. That's how we gain that favor from the Lord, man. It tells us that in Jude, the 5th chapter. You see? That's how we gain that favor from Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Through obedience. We'll win wars, man. Hey, and again, hey, the hopeful elect, which Lord willing we're the elect. Okay, we're being obedient right about now to the best of our ability, man. So what do you think is gonna happen when evil E rolls in? Okay? With a mindset to do harm to the elect. Lord willing, we're part of that precious number. A standard's gonna be raised, man. A standard's gonna be lifted. As it tells us in Isaiah 59:19, man. You see, it's not gonna be a walk in the park for evil E to just come through and just smear the elect. Nah, it's not gonna work out like that, man. It's not gonna work out like that. Ultimately, this thing is not gonna work out in his favor. Let's go back. And here's the point right here. For he said, because the Lord Yahweh have sworn that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. The Lord swore by himself, when you go to Jeremiah, that Basra shall be a desolation, man. Basra being the capital city, okay, of Edom, excuse me. Well, it's the same, one and the same, because as it tells us in Genesis 36, Esau is Edom. You see? And wherever he kicks his feet up at, okay, is where that's Edom. You see, and we know clearly that Babylon the Great, the daughter of Babylon, okay, your good old US of A, okay, this is where he sets up his throne. You see that? Which this place will be likened unto Basra. Okay, right about now. Okay? Hey, we're coming into a time where Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, is going to fulfill, okay, the eradication of these people, man. All right, but it starts with them being judged, okay, through World War III. Okay, obviously the direct energy power of those chariots, them going into captivity. All right, for 1,000 long, drawn out years. You other heathen nations are going into captivity as well. You see, but it's going to be grievous upon evil E, as it's written in the scriptures. Pursuing the Revelations 18, they're getting 2 cups. You see, and at the end of that 1,000-year sentence, man, okay, of grievous captivity, man, of them building up the kingdom of heaven, cleaning up the planet Earth. Okay, hey, Obadiah 1:18 is gonna play out, man, as it's written, and the Lord signed off on that, man. He said, "Thus saith the Lord," man. He signed off on it. Hey, so if you have a problem with that, take it up with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You see? Take it up with him. You see? And again, bringing it back to the point. Hey, we're warring with this man right now. Okay? And right now it's through the spirit. Okay? We're warring with this man through the spirit right now, man. When you go here, as a matter of fact, I want this. When you go to Ephesians 6 and verse 12 real quick, right? And it reads, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places," man. Okay, which is going into what? The gates of the nobles. You see? Which it comes in the form of these, what? Global elite. Okay, which control the planet Earth right about now. They use words to cast spells on people. They do it through their media. Okay, through their symbolism. Okay, through their various TV shows. Okay, even through ads, man. Like this man is a complete wizard. Okay, and his old lady's a witch. And these are the things that this is the energy that they operate under, man. Okay, and this is what we wrestle against, man, through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, through this word. You see? Check this out. Now let's grab that. Right? 2 Corinthians 10. And verse 4, and it reads, "For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, to the pulling down of strongholds," man. You see that? So through this word, which is sharper than any two-edged sword, man, piercing deep through bone and marrow, it touches your spirit. Okay, and as it's written, a wounded spirit, who can bear? You can't. Okay, and evil E's cut to the spirit right about now, man, to the point where he's coming through with draconian laws, man. You see, yeah, man, this thing's gonna go Draco. Okay, because evil E's gonna fall into a rage, as it tells us in Revelation 12 and 12. Because things are just not gonna go his way. Okay, because we're in the time of the well-favored harlot. Okay, to be visited, man. Okay, we're in the time of a transition. We're coming into a transition of ages, man. You see that? This is what we're coming into, man. And Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is not gonna allow this this orangutan, like the beloved brother Amon Ibad called him, alright, to get the best of us, man. It tells us that. Let's go here. The book of Psalms, chapter 105. Let me see. And verse 14, and it reads, "He suffered no man to do them wrong." To do who wrong? Our so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You see? He suffered no man to do us wrong when we're obedient, of course. Right? Yeah, he reproved kings for their sakes. Hey, and when you go to Psalms 50, that's the spirit. Hey, he's reproving evil E right now. We're going to go back to that. Because there's a point I want to get. When you go to Psalms 50 real quick, now when you read this chapter in its proper context, okay, what you're going to find out is it's talking about the wicked, which is evil E. Okay? it hones in on Jacob and Esau as well. Okay, it literally tells you right here. Let's start here in verse 20. Verse 21 is the point I want to make, right? Psalms 50 and 20, and it reads, Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, thou slanderest thine own mother's son. See, when you go to Revelations 12, it tells us what? The accuser of our brethren is casted down. The slander is to defamate one's character, man. All right, this is what Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, has done to us so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You see, because he has the power to do it. All right? This is what he does, man. He slanders his own mother's son. Esau is constantly slandering Jacob. You see, but check this out. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself, right? Because this man hasn't been corrected yet. He thinks that the Lord's with him. He's been able to he's been able to erect, okay, this revival of the Western Roman Empire. He's been winning wars. Okay, he has control over the resources. Okay, he has all the gold and silver, platinum, precious stones. He thinks the Lord's with him, man. But no. Just like the Lord did with Pharaoh, okay, he raised you up in efforts to what? Show his power. You see? You've been bamboozled, E. You're in a trick bag. But I will reprove thee. See that? Didn't it say in Psalms 105 that he reproved kings for their sake? Check this out. But I will reprove thee, which reprove means correct. Right? And set them, who are so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, in order before thine eyes. And that's happening right now in the form of this ministry. Starting with the men of the Lord, okay? Doing what they're built to do. And that's push this word. Bring out the testimony of the Lord. You see? Gathering in the spirit of the Lord, gathering, okay, the elect. You see that? And we're being set in order. We're now coming into the understanding of who we truly are. You see, we're coming back to our heritage. You see? This is not a religion. This is a heritage, man. We're being joined back unto our way, our culture. You see? Hey, and it's grievous, the enemy, man. But there's nothing he can do about it. Let's go back to Psalms 105 and close out. Let's read verse 14 again. The book of Psalms, chapter 105 and verse 14, and it reads, He suffered no man to do them wrong. Yeah, he reproved kings for their sakes. And evil E, hey, he's the king of the earth right now, isn't he? Job 9 and 24, the earth has been given into the hands of the wicked. Okay? But guess what? He's being reproved right about now. Check it out. Saying, touch not mine anointed. Right? The elect. And do my prophets no harm. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to step in on our behalf, man. Okay? Through divine implication. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to execute judgment upon the heathen, okay, that the world has never seen before, man. You see that? Hey, and the elect is going to be guided out the fire. Lord willing, we're part of the elect. Abaratazah. You see, because Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is on his way. That's without a doubt. You see, so hold fast, Akiyam and Akwad. I just want to bring that out through the spirit, you know, because you got evil E, you know, pushing this narrative like he's untouchable. Like when he snaps his finger like Thanos, he's gonna be able to roll in and take who he wants and delete who he wants. Nah, man, it don't work like that. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is in control, man. No matter how high this man erects this American flag on these poles, man. Okay, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is in full control. Okay, Lamentations tells us, man, who is he that saith, and it cometh to pass, when the Lord commanded it not. We're good, Akiyam and Akwal. Hold fast. Hold fast, Esau. Hey, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is on your ass, man. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. Lord willing, you Akiyam and Akwath were edified. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Kal Halaliam La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Shalom.